Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the history of the 1981 Australian 2-cent coin. Although these coins were once a common sight in everyday life, they've now become collectible pieces of Australia's numismatic past. In this video, we'll explore its history, design, metal content, and collector value. Let's get started. Historical background. The Australian 2-cent coin was introduced in 1966 during the nation's transition from pounds, shillings, and pence to the decimal dollar system. It circulated widely until 1991, when both the 1-cent and 2-cent coins were withdrawn due to inflation and production costs outweighing their usefulness. The 1981 issue represents the coin in its middle years of circulation, when it was still heavily used in shops, schools, and everyday transactions. Minting details. The 1981 2-cent coin was struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, with millions produced that year. Because of this high mintage, the 1981 issue is not considered rare in circulation. However, as with all coins, uncirculated and proof versions from this year are much more desirable for collectors. The sheer volume of coins made means that circulated examples are easy to find, but high-grade examples are far less common. Metal composition and size. This coin is made of bronze, consisting of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. It weighs 5.2 grams, has a diameter of 21.59 millimeters, and is 1.85 millimeters thick. The high copper content gave the coin its reddish-brown appearance when first minted. However, many examples today appear darker, spotted, or even greenish due to oxidation after years in pockets, purses, and circulation. Obverse design. On the obverse, or front side, the coin features Queen Elizabeth II. In 1981, the portrait used was the second portrait by Arnold McKim, which had been introduced in 1966. This design shows the Queen facing right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions, Elizabeth II, and Australia 1981. This effigy was in use on Australian coins until 1984. Reverse design. The reverse of the 1981 2-cent coin showcases one of the most iconic Australian coin designs, the frilled neck lizard, or frill-necked lizard. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the country's official goldsmith and jeweler, the image shows the lizard with its frill extended in a defensive stance. The numeral 2 is placed prominently to the left of the design. This distinctive artwork helped make the 2-cent coin one of Australia's most recognizable decimal coins. Circulation and condition. By 1981, the 2-cent coin had already been circulating for 15 years, and the coins from that year were heavily used. Most surviving examples today show noticeable wear, with flattened details on both the Queen's hair and the lizard's frill. Collectors look for coins that retain strong detail and original mint luster. Proof coins, which were struck with higher quality for collectors, remain the most attractive and valuable examples from this year. Collector value. In circulated condition, the 1981 2-cent coin usually has little more than its face value, often selling for just a few cents. However, in uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated condition, these coins can range from $1 to $5 depending on quality. Proof coins from mint sets are worth more, often $10 or higher. While not a rare date, it is essential for collectors building a complete set of 2-cent coins from 1966 to 1989. Errors and varieties. Some error coins from 1981 exist and are highly collectible. These may include misstrikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Such errors are always in demand because they are much rarer than standard strikes. A dramatic or unusual mint error can make an otherwise common 2-cent coin into a valuable collectible, so it's worth checking your coins carefully. Conclusion. In conclusion, the 1981 Australian 2-cent coin may not be rare, but it holds a special place in the history of Australia's decimal currency. With its classic Arnold McKim portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and the iconic frilled neck lizard design by Stuart Devlin, it captures both tradition and national identity. While most examples are common and inexpensive, high-grade coins, proofs, and error varieties are much more collectible. Even though the 2-cent coin was withdrawn decades ago, the 1981 issue remains a nostalgic reminder of everyday Australian life in the late 20th century.